Good afternoon, everyone. This is Henry. Now let's get into tonight's video newsletter. Somewhat of a unique spot because I am not really trying to come in here and lean on this to any type of bearish point of view, right? I mean, we obviously had a very serious rout off of the FOMC, and now we have pared back almost all of that. But I've got to think that this 6100 and really about 50 points of resistance down into 6050 will provide sellers if you get up into it. So there's that part of the consideration, and there is also part of the consideration that says if you were really going to be bearish and this was going to turn, more immediately lower, staying below the 618 retracement is usually the spot to do that. And here we are up above at the 786. This is the last area that bears will generally defend any bearish positions, because above that, then you start looking for extensions, which are going to look, more like 6,200. So that's just to say that it's a little bit of a tricky spot. I don't know exactly the trade to tell you for tomorrow. I do think into the final trading day of the year to try a butterfly around 60.55 makes some good sense. And then after that, I've just got a handful of tickers. Now, I know that we've looked at Honeywell in a previous video, but, I do think it's one of the better charts out there. I also think that you've got a very clear area where you can work that idea. Below 225, then that's going to be wrong. But if you can stay above 225 and see the squeeze through, look to the squeeze that fired here previously. So when you see this signal and that kind of movement, that is what I'm looking to see if we can replicate up there into about 250. So that's Honeywell. And then GFL, which is just another that came up in scans today. And I think it could have merit. I don't know if it's immediately ready, but look at the symmetry. Look at the decline that preceded the rally and that relationship to the decline that you have just gone through. That's kind of right there at those lows. And that just begs the question, are we going to go up here and make the fresh new high? So close above the high of the low bar, squeeze starting to build out. Again, a little bit lower liquidity here, but if you want to work some through the shares, I think it has bullish potential. And then forgive me for giving you Peloton, but I think there's so much of this where a lot of your mega cap names, and we'll look at this in the premium video, that they're not bearish, but they've come into very key points to pause. So you kind of have to get out of that typical watch list and say, what else is setting up here? Again, Peloton is not going to be my go-to, but you start reliably finding a good bid above 10. Could you buy the earnings series calls? And maybe, if you can catch the run into the report, sell 4/5 of whatever you have, and then hold that last little bit just to see if maybe earnings can hit. And those are the setups that I'll be carrying into tomorrow. So I hope you find the review and levels helpful. I'll have a great rest of your 2024, and I hope to see you in the next video. Hey traders, this is Henry with simplertrading.com. I wanted to thank you for watching today's video. I hope you found it helpful, and if so, be sure to click the like and subscribe buttons down below. If you would like to also see me putting these ideas into action and trading my own account live in front of you, be sure to sign up at simplertrading.com, and I hope to see you in the chat room sometime soon.